Tariq Radio, like and subscribe. Tariq Radio, like and subscribe.
All right, what's going on, man? Everybody pop on in the room and let's make that magic happen the way we make it happen this time of night on the late night tap in. What's going on with y'all? Hope my fan ain't too loud in the back. Let me turn that down for a minute. All right, everybody come on in the room and let's see what's popping with you guys, man. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. The week is almost over. Y'all hang in there. The week is almost over. So hope everybody's being productive. Waiting on everybody to come on in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, let me shout out some of the regulars. As we do, we got our good brother, Black Alpha, in the building. We got, who else we got? We got Sir Funk in the building. Shout out to everybody in here while the room is piling on up. Don't forget to go to rootworkstyle.com. That's where you can get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. Rootworkstyle.com. Everybody give me a retweet. Let folks know that we're in the building. Let folks know that we're in here. And a lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. If you want to get on and take call or get on the call, you go ahead and get in the queue, and then I get you back popping. Right now, what I want to talk about, Stacey Abrams, I put up a tweet where Stacey Abrams, and let me read the article, was from Breitbart, actually. I know that's a right-wing publication, but I saw the interview of her on TV, and they were doing that whole black men misogyny nonsense. Hold on, let me find the exact headline so I can read that to you what Stacey Abrams said, because when Stacey Abrams was running for governor down in Georgia, they blamed black men for her not winning. They're running around blaming the brothers. So the headline is Stacey Abrams, there's sexism, there's racism against Kamala from black men. So that's been a narrative that's been passed down by the DNC. You saw Jamal Bryant saying the same thing on CNN, talking about a lot of black men are just misogynistic if they don't want to support Kamala. Obama was saying the same thing, remember? Obama was saying the same thing, how he was so disappointed in brothers, and it's like misogyny if black men do not want to support Kamala. Y'all just don't want to see a woman in office. Now, we got to dig into this. Now, why do they keep running with this narrative? Why do they keep scapegoating black men? Now, listen, black men don't owe Kamami nothing. This woman has not given us anything. This woman has put brothers in jail up in California. She's laying up with a zaddy, but these people are just adamant that we are supposed to owe Kamala Harris something. We owe her something. And nobody can ever articulate what it is. Yeah? And that's the issue. Now, family, let's get into this thing. Now, why do they keep pushing this narrative? The black man is the problem. The problem is the black man. All the black man's misogyny. It's all of these things. They're always attacking us. Black men ain't falling in line. Black men want to be like Trump. Black men want to align themselves next to white supremacy. Everything is about attacking black men. And this is coming very heavily from the Democrats. Family, there's 10 basic reasons why they're doing this. We're going to break this down so y'all know where they're coming from. Because it's definitely coming from the top. Whenever you see any of these people saying the same talking points, word for word on all of these different platforms, that means it's coming directly from the DNC. Right? And, the whole rolling crowd, them too, they say the same stuff. But there's 10 reasons why they're doing this, ladies and gentlemen, and we got to break these things down. All right, now the first reason why they're doing this whole attack the black man thing, because this is a major deflection from the reparations conversation. They know that we want reparations. They know that we've been stomping hard for reparations. So, in order for them to deflect away from that, they're just going to start talking about misogyny, misogyny, misogyny. That talk is a smokescreen because if we keep going in circles with them about misogyny and what black men ain't doing, that means they're not talking about our reparations. All right. They know what it is with us. We got reparations on the table. So they want to talk about everything except that. So the whole misogyny thing, that's not a policy. You understand? So they don't want to talk about the policies. The second reason why they're doing this, families divide and conquer tactics. See, the Democrats, they understand that a united black voting bloc is powerful. They understand that black men and black women, when we rock together, we are a force to be reckoned with. We are unstoppable when we are 100% on code with each other. When black men are rocking together, these folks are powerless against that. We get things done when we rock together. We showed people that in the 1960s with the civil rights movement. That was black men and black women walking toe to toe together, walking side by side together. And we were getting things done. They don't want a repeat of that. They've been doing divide and conquer tactics ever since then, with the whole feminist movement. Remember the feminist movement within black society that really kicked off late 60s, early 70s. So they want to continue a divide and conquer tactic between black men and black women. They want to drive a wedge between us, and that will dilute the collective power by creating discord. Just like we had the woman last night. Remember when we were doing a broadcast and the feminist K-Hive woman was babbling in circles? You see, that's somebody who ain't got no man. All right. Sisters, they want y'all to be babbling crazy cat ladies. Okay? That's what they want. They don't want you standing with strong brothers. They want you to be the babbling cat lady, talking in circles, talking feminist nonsense. All right? With your cats in the background, stanking up the house. Yeah? So don't let them make you into no cat ladies. That the cat lady is the prime Democratic voter. Dumb as hell, babbling, manless, just go along with the program and just happy to get out the house to go to the voting booth because they got catfish nuggets in the front. You understand? So y'all don't go for that. Now the third reason these the Democrats are attacking black men is to push dissent. As you know, as more brothers, we're becoming more disillusioned with the Democratic Party and we're questioning them. They're targeting us to punish us, basically. They're punishing us for going against them. This is like their little reprimand that how dare black men stand up against us and start um, asking us for stuff. How dare you? And they know it was brothers kind of leading that charge and sisters right along there with us. But they really want to get at the brothers. Like, how dare you sit here and question what we do? So they're punishing us. This is their way of punishing us for not being on board. Now, the fourth reason, now this is very interesting, family. I want y'all to understand this because what they want to do is reinforce white liberal guilt politics. See, if they attack black men, the DNC, they can pander to their white liberal base. And the white liberal base, see, they feel kind of comfortable with this performative allyship. All right. When they get into this, hey, I'm right there marching with you, buddy. You understand? They don't mind that. I had a guy call up last night, a white guy. They call me all the time. Hey, Tariq, I'm not a racist at all, dude. They call me splaining. Dude, I'm not a racist at all, dude. I see a lot of blacks in here, and I just want everybody to know I'm not racist, dude. I don't have a racist bone in my body. When they were marching for George Floyd, I was right there, dude. I was marching Black Lives Matter. I was right there, dude. I'm not racist at all, buddy. They do all that. That's performative. Okay, well, where you at in the courtroom? That's where we need you. I don't need you doing symbolic gestures. And again, the white liberals, they're very cool with the performative symbolic gestures, but they are threatened when black people, especially black men, start asserting independence and saying, okay, yeah, this march is cool, but yeah, we want something. We want some tangibles. Yeah, this marching is cool, but yeah, we're gonna have to get some tangibles. This symbolic thing ain't working. And the white liberals, yeah, you see them tapping out. When we start talking about reparations, boy, the white liberals, they start splaining just like the right wingers. You understand? So the Democrats are kind of letting the progressives, because they'll prioritize progressiveness, quote unquote, over race. So they're letting the white liberals know, hey, we'll smack these brothers around just to get them in line, but we still prioritize you. So a lot of this attacking the black man, they're performing for the white liberals to a certain degree. And one of the fifth reason that they keep attacking black men, what they want to do is rewrite the narrative on black leadership. Because see, historically, black men, we've played a crucial role in civil rights movements and progressive movements because we have been really in the leadership position and the enforcement position. And we've been in a lot of leading a lot of political movements, and attacking black men. That's going to rewrite that narrative, um, elevating alternative voices that more aligns with the DNC's political strategy. And they're going to marginalize traditional black male leadership. Basically, they don't want another recap of what happened in the 60s. See, the 60s, they took an L in the 60s. The 60s, we were getting it right because what we had, black men standing up, black men saying, hey, we're going to take charge and make sure our communities are good. We're going to make sure that everybody's going to get equal rights. The sisters were right along with the brothers. There was no gender divide. You had black militant movements, you had black nonviolent movements. Everybody was balancing each other out, and a lot of black men were in the forefront of that. So they don't want another remix of that. So this is why it's very important for them to splinter us up, do everything they can to stifle black male leadership, and denigrating us is the way to do that. Brand us as misogynistic and all of this other stuff. That kind of kills the black male brand, so to speak. Now, the sixth reason they want to do this is attack black men. They want to appease the corporate interests. This is why so many corporate people and backers are supporting the DNC. See, the corporate entities, man, you got to understand, they prefer a weakened and divided black electorate. Because see, when a society is weak, when a demographic is weak, that allows them to maintain economic control without facing like an organized, political, powerful black community. When we're splintered and we're weakened, the corporate structure can come in and pander and capitalize off the weakness, because now you're going to have a more matriarchal setting, and that's going to be more emotionally driven. The corporate interest, they like emotional buyers. Emotional buyers, you can get them every time. They don't want logical thinking buyers. They want people to buy based on emotion. You understand? Logic be damned. They want to be able to show a commercial of something that's going to pull at your heartstrings and make you go out and buy that product. They don't want people to have critical thinking like, hey, let me look at this product and see if this works for me or should I be getting it. They don't want people thinking like that. They want you to be an emotional buyer, just like a child. Like when a child sees a truck or a train set on television, gimme, gimme, gimme. I want that. That's going to make me happy. It's going to make me feel good. Same thing with other stuff. If you see that Fashion Nova outfit and they put it on a shapely model, even though your back is big, deep down you want to look like that shapely model. You're like, I'm going to buy that because in my mind, I'm going to look like that shapely model. Never mind the fact I had to get a 5X. You understand? So it's emotional. You're not going to think logical. That's why we got these people running around here look like honey baked hams stuffed in these outfits because these are emotional buyers. You dig? The seventh thing, the seventh reason why we see this attack on black men. See, the Democrats, they're preparing for the erosion of support. See, the Democrats know they're losing their grip on black men. And more black men are turning to alternative political ideologies or candidates. We're looking at independents. A lot of people have moved over to Trump, as a significant number has within the last 4 years. A lot of people have gone over to Trump in the black community. We're looking at a Jill Stein. We're looking at the Cornel Wests and people like that. We're looking at alternative candidates. And by attacking black men now, they can the DNC can preemptively frame the black demographic as problematic. All right. So what they're doing now, they're like, okay, these folks, they're gonna bounce over to some other parties. So let's brand them as a problematic voting block. And this will kind of stain the black male demographic in the future. So it's real interesting. It's like basically a scorched earth program. If they ain't gonna vote for us, well, we're gonna just demonize that whole voting block. Then that brings us to number 8. One reason why they keep attacking black men, they want to weaponize gender politics. See, the DNC, they use identity politics to pit groups against each other. And by framing us as the problem, they're going to weaponize gender politics. And that's going to create a narrative that we're the reason for societal issues. And that's going to, again, broaden the alienation of us from other movements. So again, that's how they can kind of try to galvanize women like, hey, women, these black men are so bad, they're so misogynistic. Y'all just gotta listen to us. Black women, you are the backbone. Don't leave those black men alone. They're so problematic. So y'all just come on over here with us. That goes back to the splinter thing again. The reason why the Democrats are attacking black men, they want to suppress independent thought. See, black people, particularly black men, we're not supposed to be thinking for ourselves. We're supposed to be listening to everything that's being told to us. We're supposed to go along to get along. Anything they tell us, we're supposed to go along with it. And the media, when the media puts their propaganda out, we're supposed to believe it. We're not supposed to question the media. Okay? And black men, they've been very vocal about their dissatisfaction with the Democratic Party, their lack of action on issues like reparations, police reform, economic justice. And by attacking black men publicly, the DNC, they want to suppress this independent political thought and discourage others from questioning their policies. That's the thing. Because when we tell them what the issues are, they tell us, no, 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 y'all don't want no reparations. Y'all just hate black women. You see, that's what they tell us. No, we're like, no, it ain't about hating black women. The black woman is standing right here with me. We want you to give us tangibles. No, no, y'all don't. Y'all just trying to be like the white man. Y'all just love some Trump. Y'all MAGA. If you MAGA, just say you MAGA. Then they get into that gaslighting. When we start asking for policies, listen, and by the way, that whole y'all must be MAGA, that's a smokescreen. They know that we ain't MAGA. They know that. Most of us are not going over to the right side. Many of us just are going for the couch. But if they keep yelling about you MAGA and doing all that gaslighting, you know what they're not doing? Talking about those crummy ass policies that the Democrats have. Go back to the debate I had with the sister last night. Every time we talk about Kamala and the Democrats' janky record, what did she do? Deflect. Everything was well. Trump. Well, back in the day, Trump had the Central Park Five. Trump had did something 10 years ago. Well, Trump. Well, then George Bush. She started talking about George Bush. Well, George Bush had Medicaid and messed it up. Everything is all about deflecting. And then that brings us to number 10. Number 10, the 10th reason is basically shifting blame for electoral failures. See, the Democrats, they're facing poor polling numbers right now. Their internal polling, they're in trouble. They're trying to hide this fact, but their internal polling is showing that they're in trouble. So, they need a group to blame instead of them saying, hey, we've been messing up, which they have. The Democrats, they've been screwing up. They've been sitting around here with Kamala talking about collard greens in a bathtub and twerking on stage, and that's really turning a lot of us off. They're running around here with Obama wagging his finger. The Democrats, they're doing a bunch of dumbass stuff and doing all this gaslighting, and it's turning us off. It's not working. They're trying to treat us like plantation property, and we're just not going for it. So, in order for them to stop and look at themselves and analyze themselves, the whole narrative is, well, and the problem is just these black men. We make all the sense in the world, but these dumbass black men out here just making everybody else dumb. They don't want to do the right thing. It's the black men, all their misogyny. They just don't want to do what's right. You see? So it's all about shifting blame instead of taking responsibility for their errors. They see that we ain't going for the whole benign neglect. We're demanding something and we're standing on those demands, which we should have been doing. Now, we do have Sambo buck dancers who's still going to go out here and try to support them. Shame on them, but a significant number of us are saying, hell no. We're not going to move on anything until y'all give us some tangibles. So that's what that is. Shout out to everybody in here. We're in here deep. Should we get the calls now? Ladies and gentlemen, should we get some calls in here now? Let's get Real Tamara. Let's get Real Tamara in the building. And then we get Hakeem Taylor. And then we get Jacob. What's up, Jacob? All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Real T.
What's up, Tariq? I hope you're
Hey,
having a blessed night.
I am. How are you, dear?
I'm doing blessed. Thank you so much. Blessings to the room. Thank you so much for letting me up on the mic. I just want to say, with 2 weeks out before this election, a lot of people are blaming black men. And, black men always get the bad rap. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't doing what the Democrats told y'all to do. Gotta get
Mm,
in line, black men. What is wrong with you? But I want to
I
say something.
sorry. I so sorry. I was gonna
What
try to
the
do it. I tries my best. I was up there hosting, putting on some shoe horses, and I just didn't get the chance to do it. Yeah.
Well, use the best to try harder next time, okay? So
I sure will. Go ahead.
I want to say, while all the blame is on black men, we're actually missing the boat because there's actually a black man in the running for president, and his name is Cornel West. So if everyone wants to talk about if you're hating on black people, because you're not voting for the quote unquote black woman, then you must be hating on black people by not voting for Cornel West. More importantly, I must point out that black men are getting the rap while black women are selling themselves. And I'm not just talking about Lizzo literally shaking her ass for Kamala Harris. I'm talking about the fact that we're giving our crown away. Now, I'm going to go full blown on record here and say, as a black woman married 13 years strong to an FBA man, I would never vote for a woman to be president. I'm not going to go down into that hole, but I'm just going to say up front, I would never vote for a woman to be president. But if there was a black woman who had all of the qualifications to be the president and she happens to be black, well, you're giving all of your crowns away to this woman who isn't black.
Right.
So all the onus should be on black women. How dare you give our crown away to this Indian woman? Black men are actually the ones holding it down. And bless you all. Get up, go out, vote for someone other than the Indian woman, or don't vote at all, or vote for a black man, because I hear that if you don't vote for black women, you hate your mother. So if you don't vote for black men, you must hate your father. And I'll drop blessings.
Thank you so much, dear. Let's get Hakeem.
Yo, what's up, Flex?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, I know this is kind of off the subject, but I'm out here in the Bay, and I work at this event, and it was like a biochemical event. So they trying to get the they call it the protein, but we all know what they talking about. They talking about cells. It was a very dangerous conversation they had, and they're trying to get that connected with the pills, with the pharmaceuticals, man. And I talked to a lady. I was like, "Hey, do you have any? Are you guys connected with the military?" She's like, "No, not yet, but you know, what I mean, what you were talking about with all that trans stuff and everything, it's coming, man. They're going to target us because even if they do good, you can do bad with that stuff." Um, Also, I did want to say, man, for your next if you do another Tether album, you should call it Desperate Rados. Instead not desperate, not Desperados, but Desperate Rados. I think that would be hilarious.
There you go. Oh, there you go, brother. Thank you so much, brother Hakeem.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's get Kasir. Kasir in the building.
How's it going, Tariq?
Good, Kasir. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to share a few thoughts about this election cycle. Most of what you've been saying about Kamala and the Democrats is pretty much on point. What that last speaker said, she mentioned Dr. Cornel West, and I was initially considering voting for him. I think I'm going to be voting for Jill Stein personally, but
Hmm.
I think just as like an overall sort of like movement, um, I think sitting on the couch or going for Trump is the wrong move, right? Because it's like I don't think either of those paths have much to offer us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think that like if we were all to move in a single direction, it would be towards some third party movement, and that's not just towards this election. This would be like towards the future. So either Jill Stein or Cornel West. Cornel West is cool. Claudia De La Cruz is cool. Any of them, but um, I know a lot of brothers and sisters have like libertarian leanings out here, and I can kind of sympathize with that. But from what I've seen of the libertarians, they got a lot of like white supremacy and racism going on over there. But they're also kind of like breaking up, So I don't really know what to make of that.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's an interesting. That's an interesting take because see, I was kind of leaning towards Cornell, but his immigration policies. Yeah, from what I understand, Cornell is talking about opening that border, and I ain't with that. That's the thing. He talked a little bit about reparations, but opening that border up wide, I'm not with that. We need to close that border right on up. Spock, what's happening?
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, Mr. Spock?
What's good? What's good? Yes, to answer your question, I mean, why are they attacking black men? I mean, well, shit. I think they're attacking us because this is it, basically. This is their last shot, in my opinion, for them to, mess us up. I mean, we've never been more, us as FBAs, we've never been more unified than now. So it's like, just flood the gates to do whatever they can to bring us down. I mean, I'm personally not going to vote for neither one of them, but I am, unfortunately, and I do want to ask a question because unfortunately, one of my parents was affected by this whole damn wretched ass administration. They kicked my mother out due to the rent increases, and she
Mm,
had cancer. She had cancer and stuff, and
wow.
now they about to have some damn. They are about to have some skins moving it now. Some
Mm,
immigrants. So I'm
mm.
just like, I'm supposed to be voting for this shit, like really? And I do have a question. Like, all right, I know you said with our parents and stuff, like to a certain extent, we got to just let them do what they need to do. But is it even worth like trying to tell my parents to not vote for Kamala? Because I've tried to explain this shit to them. I really have, but it's just I don't know what it is about our elders, but it's just like they don't get it. It's like they don't get it. And it's like you clearly have been affected by this, and yet you're still gonna vote for. I mean, they're voting for Kamala Harris. She was a part of Joe Biden's administration, so it's the same thing. But yeah, is it even worth explaining to them at all, or should I just like charge it to the game?
Just charge it to the game, man. They're going to be stuck in their ways. Mom and those guys. Look, they
Uh,
old school. They they're loyal to the Democrats. It's like oh They've been around since the '60s. They've been helping us since the '60s. They're very It's a lot of symbolic stuff. Also,
It's that deep.
the Democrats go to the church and they sing a couple.
Oh God.
So it's all symbolic. So yeah, they don't want to move the muscles. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to rock the boat. They just want to get their little medical benefits. They don't want anything that jeopardizes their little PPO plan because they think any change of the regime, they're going to have to reapply for Medicaid. That's what the older folks think. They want their medical right where it is because they don't want to have to get on the phone and reapply for their blood pressure medicine. Yeah, yeah, they don't want to do all that. They just want everything the same. They're set in their ways. They're like, I'm just, ooh, I want some of them catfish nuggets. They know how to, this goes to the emotion thing. With the elders, they know how to pander to them emotionally. They do a lot of music, they do a lot of hugging and gospel. They got catfish nuggets. They do the electric slide. They know what old Negroes like. Then they bring out Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. They don't have John Lewis no more. They would bring him out. So they would do that whole thing. Then they go down to Selma. And then they'll have Kamala run out there talking with a black accent. You better thank a union member. And then they do all that. Did y'all, and speaking of black sense, did y'all see when Obama, and I played this yesterday, when Obama was rapping with Eminem? Where did Obama get his little old accent? He was trying to talk with a soul brother accent. Did y'all see that cringy ass rap? My palms are sweaty. Knees, arms are ready. Lose yourself. Go steady. I'm like, dude, what the hell? Nigga, please, you grew up in a white household, dude. What are you talking about? Man, please. Let's get do the right thing. Do the right thing in the building. Do the right thing. What's up, brother?
You got me? Can you hear
I,
me? You hear me?
yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, listen, I want to add on to that young man who just called about the elders. Listen, I'm a Gen Xer. I got baby boomer siblings. Man, I tell you, I'm going through the same thing right now with them. And that you're absolutely right. They're concerned about their SSI.
Yeah.
The Dems got them scared about their pensions. They're telling them they're going to take their pensions. I keep telling my sisters, listen, he's not going to do. No, he's going to get in there. He's going to turn into some maniac. I said, well, listen, he was in office for 4 years already. He didn't do. What are you talking about? And they're just stuck, man. They're stuck on. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know
Yo,
what's wrong with them. It's crazy.
oh yeah, yeah. They scare them. The Democrats are very good at scaring older black folks. Now you get Trump now. To that Project 2022, that's gonna mess your pension up. For reals? Oh Lord, we can't have that. I done worked too hard at this plant for this pension now. Ooh Lord. So they use all them scare tactics on old black people. They use all them scare tactics, man. And they start getting Jim Crow flashbacks. The white media really play on their emotions. Yeah, Trump is gonna be like Bull Connor. Lord, don't say that. I remembers Bull Connor back in my day. They were terrible, you know. So the younger people, the people who are a little younger, nobody's going for the scare tactics. The scare tactics ain't working. All right, Moonrise. Let's get you in. I remember you the other day, Moonrise. What's going on, Moonrise? Moon, how, how you doing, Moonrise?
Hey, I think we have a bad connection sometimes, Tariq. It cuts me off. I don't know what's going on. But to answer your question, the reason why Democrats are going after our beautiful black men is because you guys have afferent power. You guys have power over women. You guys also have power over other men. Men listen to y'all and women follow y'all. And they know this. And so the Democrats are worried that you guys are getting ready to do something that's never been done before. You guys are galvanizing us, and we women are following y'all, and they are terrified of that. How else can you get people to go along with getting nothing for over 60 years? They want us to be scared. And I'm going to land my plane there. I love you, Tariq. Love you, fam.
Thank you so much, beloved. Let's get Brother Raphael in the building. Raphael in the building.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that the Dems are attacking us, because that just lets us know that all of the work that you've been giving us and all the game that you've been giving us is a threat, and and it's showing up. So that's why Obama is. I mean, Trump even flipped Obama. Now Obama he's acting like Trump. He's attacking Trump, and so I think it's a good thing, because it shows that we are a movement that's a threat, and that's it.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, it's heavy out here. It is heavy out here. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Let's get Black-tastic in the building. Let's get Black-tastic, Brother Black-tastic in the building. Then we're going to get Christian in the building. But Black-tastic, hop on, brother.
What's going on, Black family?
How you doing, man? What's on your mind, sir?
All right, all right. California's on my mind. I'm up here in the Bay Area, Oakland, California, and I don't know if everybody up on this, but us in California, we want to punish the Democrats for what they pulled on us in September.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is not fly. So what we gonna do? I don't know. Everybody want to sit down, but me, I want the CLBC. I want that Congressional Black Caucus. I want it. I want them all gone. We got to remove the first. We got to get these people out of here. We're not a monolith. Our people have been punished, and Kamala has been the architect of all of this shit. In California, we get locked up for anything, but especially when Kamala was in office in Bay Area, it was real bad. I got locked up under some of that shit. So we want to punish the Democrats in California for what they pulled in September. That's all we want to do in California. In California, we just want to punish the Democratic Party. We set the tone for the rest of the country. So if you jeopardize and sabotage the reparations movement in California, you're going to sabotage and do that shit all over the country. And we knew this first. So we was the ones first blowing the horn. We have to punish. And I want everybody in the Bay Area. Mia Bonta, she got all of Berkeley, Oakland, and half of Richmond. Let's get that bitch up out of here. That bitch got to go.
There you go. Thank you, brother. This brother had the 70s black exploitation voice. Listen here, sucker. I want to punish him. Them Democrats is going to have to get punished. You understand me? Them jive suckers have done me wrong, and I want revenge. It's the big payback. Can you dig it? The bitch got to go. And I mean right now. Show you right. Well, this brother sounds serious. This brother had Dolomite movie vibes. That congressional black caucus. Oh, I got a thing for them, sucker. They sick, and I'm the antidote for that sickness. These folks got the flu, and I'm the cure. And I want revenge. Maxine Waters, you's gonna get bitch slapped. I mean, this brother was dead serious with it. Christian, what's up, Miss Christian? How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Miss Christian. What's on your mind, dear?
I personally feel like Black men are being attacked because there's no one to advocate for them in the aspect of they're vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're attacking them. There's not the voice to back them up. That they're constantly the ones that are being attacked. And as someone who went from donating to the DNC and being a proud Democrat to stepping back and being in California for 5 years to where I've seen my life go into shambles because of Democratic policies. There are things that people are afraid to speak out on, and the ability to properly articulate and bring awareness to, which leads to the things where we find ourselves in the position that we're in now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, but thank you so much, sister. I appreciate it. All right. Let me get my brother Robbie in the building. Robbie Blue in the building. What's up, brother Rob? Where you at, Rob? Unmute yourself. I'm good, Rob. How are you?
Yeah, I was going to say the reason why I feel like they're targeting black men is because it's convenient amnesia for them to ignore the elephant in the room, which has always plagued America, which is systematic racism and white supremacy. So that's why they come up with all of these terms like, adjacency and the patriarchy. It's like you're playing patriarch. It's like you're playing Pictionary with somebody with a low IQ. When they described all the symptoms, ultimately it leads back to white male domination. And they're trying to have this proxy war between some of the white feminists and white males who they're trying to compete with. And they've never been a minority in this country. They've never been oppressed. They leapfrogged over us with the civil rights. And now they're just getting frustrated because they realize there's a chance that Operation Black Shield is going to fail. I mean, Kamala was down there talking in that town hall and she was not making any sense. She wasn't being concise. And the fact that she was sitting there groveling to some of those white women and they have to sit here and make the moral decision of whether they want to support Trump or not just shows you that it's not an emergency for them. It's not a deal breaker for them, all this stuff about women's autonomy and so forth. So they'll grovel and beg white women and Hispanic people to vote, but they want to browbeat black men. And it's a crying shame because black men and black women have been disenfranchised in this country the most. And so now they're panicking because they feel like that plane is not going to land and Kamala's going to be a failed experiment.
Mm-hmm. My man, I appreciate you. Thank you, brother Rob. Rob is spitting facts. Yeah, man, this is a very interesting election. This election is very, very interesting, man. It's oh man, we haven't had a vibe like this in a minute, man, because the movement, whether the dominant society, they weren't expecting us to just stand on business the way we're standing on business. That's the thing, and us delineating, and I keep telling people that was a very important factor. Us delineating and not letting tethers come and undermine our movements and undermine what we're trying to do. That had us standing on reparations business nonstop, and also us questioning Kamala and her motives. They were not expecting that. They thought they were going to do like Obama. They were just going to put some melanated immigrant up there in our faces and have them talk a little jive talk, and they thought we were going to go for it. And we're like, no. All that, you better thank a union member. No, we ain't going for that. We fell for that with Obama. You got to come through with the policies that's giving us tangibles. You understand? You got to come through with something. And again, I've said this many times, the dominant society, they understand that people from our lineage, you're going to have a connection to the people within your lineage. I mean, you can find some Sambos or whatever, but generally, people will have an innate camaraderie with people from their lineage, meaning on a subconscious level, they're going to want to do something to help them because they're from that lineage. That's why they always get people in political positions of major power to not be from our lineage. They make sure that a Kamala, when they get to the White House, that's not from our lineage. Um, Obama, not from our lineage. Colin Powell, not from our lineage. Eric Holder, not from our lineage. You understand? They're real big on that. And we're saying, no, there's something to that. And I put two and two together years ago. I started to notice that. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are all these people working around the White House and in these political positions? They're not from our lineage. That can't be a coincidence. I'm real good at looking at patterns. When I see a pattern or something, I'm like, okay, this is orchestrated. This is too random. It's a little bit too random, and it's too coincidental. That wouldn't be that much of a damn coincidence that all of these people in these political positions of power, and then we start looking at the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So they're deliberately not getting people from our lineage. And our good brother Bobby Hemmett would talk about this years ago. He talked about how other foreign groups are going to come in here and be somewhat hostile and try to undermine the native Black Americans, which actually came true. So they understand that people from the lineage in our political endeavors, if they're from the lineage, subconsciously they will try to do things for folks in the lineage.